One time for everybody checking in. This is DJ George Chuck, and we are here live on Black with No Chaser.
Black with No Chaser.
It is Tuesday. You know what time it is. It is time for Nightcap Knowledge. But before we dig into the show, we've got to get all of our supporters and our sponsors recognized. Got to give a shout out to the official water of Nightcap Knowledge. It's Aspire Pure, refreshing taste, keeping it simple. Available at Amazon.com. That's Aspira Pura. One time for the EPS Institute, healing the entire you. EPSinstitute.org. You can reach them on Gmail, epsinstitute@gmail.com, and on all social media platforms. Mississippi School of Health Services and Careers. Begin your career in healthcare today. mshscschool.com. You got all of those skills, all of those things that everybody needs right now. You can get you a new job. Just going over to Mississippi School of Health Services and Careers. Get your nightcap, put the kids to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Nightcap Knowledge. I ain't said this in a while, but that beat jamming.
It is.
That beat jamming. That some gun is jamming. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is DJ George Chuck. That is Mr. Mac over there. There he is, looking like himself.
Looking just like you looking.
looking just like you looking. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, checking in with us. We are here live on. There it is. We're live on Black with No Chaser. Shout out to all of our loyal supporters there. Also, all of our people on Twitch. Let's see who else. We got our Nightcappers on the Nightcap page. Yeah, all my Twitches out there. We see you. So we appreciate y'all for checking in. You see what I did there?
Yeah, Twitches. I got you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Look, Mac, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Man, I'm good. I guess for us is saying the word tied is just overrated. You know what I'm saying? It's not even no need to say it, was understood. It don't need to be explained. You make these things happen. It takes a little out you. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Reminding everybody, hey, you know what you're tuning into. This is Nightcap Knowledge, Black and Uncensored. Real talk, real issues, real solutions. We talk a lot of shit, but we back up a lot of shit. So, want folks to understand that.
Hey,
walking like we talking, singing like you bring it.
Hey,
that's what we try to do. Make it happen.
Just in case. Some pop off.
There it is. Oh yeah. You keep that pocket, that pig sticker they used to say.
Hey, man. Look, go ahead and do the mental health minute, man, because I got some stuff I want to get your perspective on before.
Oh shit. Let me do this. All right. So the mental health minute started in 2020, man. It's something to be able to assist people when we're dealing with a lot with the pandemic, and life has been happening ever since 2020, even more so before, it seemed like it was more so then than other times. But we got something we come back to, right? So it's a revolving door, and they are reminders of certain things. So like fear over confidence. I keep saying that because there's a lot of doubt. We have a lot of doubt. We have a lot of negative energy. People run with negativity. They overlook greatness. They overlook positivity, and negativity spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tall grass that hadn't rained in 2 months. That's how it spreads. And we don't look at positive things the same way. And sometimes the greatness that people have in themselves are not recognized because of the people they're around. Yeah. And their fear blocks their confidence. And a lot of times that fear is being, put into them by others. And a lot of times it's yourself. You have self-doubt, want to know if, hey, is it my time? Should I do this? Am I good as I think I am? So we just want to continue to impress upon people to understand that, you can't have fear over confidence. You got to be able to be confident in your ability and what you can do. If you don't think you're as good as you should be, then work on it.
Yeah.
But don't be discouraged by fear of failure. Damn sure don't be discouraged of fear of somebody saying something about you. Because if you need any type of encouragement and inspiration for some folks that you want to tell them some things, us too, we can very, very well, train you and teach you some things you can tell people when they try to make you feel bad about want to do stuff for yourself. We got a whole class we can teach on that, where they can go, all the stuff that they can do. It's a lot of good things we can tell people. So fear over confidence, confidence over fear, rather. So you gotta have the confidence to believe in yourself, to do those things that that you have the God-given ability to do. So confidence over fear.
Yeah. So your mental health minute, it makes me think of a conversation that I've been having with people as it relates to, I would say, or what I would describe as my resurgence or my reintroduction to DJing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that, I kind of transitioned from a person that was DJing, 4-5 nights a week, right? Transition from a person that was doing that type of frequency to a new version of myself where, my primary thing or DJing wasn't one of my high level priorities.
Right.
and it was because I had other things going on. I became a husband. I became a father. Um, for whatever reason, I saw the jobs that I was working as my career.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think, through self inventory, I should have had some sort of discovery moment or aha moment where, um, I'm talking about 15 years ago, aha moment when Mac, you know, we was in it, like the entertainment scene, the event scene. We, if it was happening in Jackson, if it was I would say if it was happening in a 3-hour radius of Tougaloo, Mississippi, it had us involved. And
Mm-hmm.
I think when I moved to the coast and I began to try to, I guess, focus on what I thought was a career, I allowed, especially over the past 2 years, pandemic and all of that, I allowed self-doubt to come in. I'm like, man, you really can't DJ no more. You're not doing it like Silas and Joe, Mr. Adams and Joe doing it and all of these other guys. And when the rubber has a chance to meet the road, or you have a vehicle that you need to drive again, and you like, all right, I got either I'm gonna sell the vehicle, you know what I'm saying? Either I'm gonna sell the vehicle or I'm gonna drive this mug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it's March right now.
Yeah.
And I would say that I threw that self-doubt, that negative self-talk as it relates to, there's only one thing that I've been doing longer than DJing, and that's digging graves. And I didn't have, I don't have as long a career in grave digging as I do in DJing.
Yeah. There's 2 points with that, though, Chuck.
Yeah.
2 points. Even to this day, certain people, certain circles, they ask you, "Oh yeah. But what do you do? What's your real job?" So even then, I was saying there was not a lot of folks pouring into you of owning your labor, something that you came up with that speaks to what you're talking about, is that you can do these things, that you can balance these things, and this goes back to knowing our culture, our history, our ancestors, that you don't have to choose one profession or one skill set to say this is what I do.
Yeah.
And that goes back to having that support group and folks around you that speaks that, hey man, you still can do it, man. Now, if you don't feel like you're where you need to be, I know even mailman would say, hey man, what you think about this? I'm thinking about doing this.
Yeah.
You bounce the things off people because you, for one, value what their opinion. You think, what, because they know you, they know what you're trying to do. And they're going to tell you, hey man, that's shit. That sounds like shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to let you go out and be like, man, you going to kill it. And be like, let me go bomb. That's you don't have that type of folks around you. They're going to say, hey man, hey brother, hey, it sounds good, man, but you might want to change this up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then say, well, hey, if you don't think you where you need to be, then what you need to do to get there. Me and you have had this conversation several times about, Chuck, what do you think you need for equipment or inventory or whatever to get to where you need to be, regardless if it's under the umbrella of the DJ head or graphics, whatever. We got to figure out what we need to do to step our game up to get us to the next level. And, what equipment we need to get, what training we need. So I think those things about that confidence over fear is also having the right support system and knowing what you need and knowing what you need to do to get back where you need to be. Hey, they say, hey, man, we're going to do a big alumni step show. Everybody needs a step. Okay, well, we're going to do it in September.
Yeah.
What the hell I got to do to get myself back in shape to do a 15-minute step show? Can you step? Have you stepped? Have you hopped?
Right.
Yeah, you'd have done a show. Can you still do it? Yes. But what do you have to do to get yourself back ready to do something that you know that you can do?
Ready.
You got to get show ready. What do you got to do? Right?
And am I back? Because I dropped out for a minute.
Yeah, you back, and I guess it's backstage too.
Yeah, so the other thing, because you're making a good point. And it's reinforcing, the conversation about like, all right, how do you get yourself to the point to where you have that confidence again? Because it could be you have the baseline skill, right? I got a canned drink tonight. I had to got some of these. You see that? Yeah. Uh-huh.
I got something for you when you come up here too.
Okay, great. I'm looking forward. But my train of thought was telling me you may have the baseline skill, but do you have all of the necessary things that are going to bring you to current? Meaning that you have a bank account, but do you have money in it? You have a hard drive, but do you have the correct music on it? You have the basic skill, but do you have the knowledge of the music that this particular audience is going to want to hear? Now, you can be nervous.
Yeah.
But
nervous is good. Nervous is good. Yeah.
Exactly. Nervous means that you really want to do a great job. Like you want to provide the best level of service that you possibly can. You care enough about the situation and where you have some sort of nervous energy that, like, man, look, let me make sure I got my things together for this particular event. But when you get a certain level of fuck, it's like, you know what? I'm just as good as anybody else that's out here, if not better. I've been doing it longer. The only thing I got to do is I just got to go. Even if you don't have the same amount of time as other folks, if you're beginning entrepreneur, you're a new business owner, whatever you are, you have to get a certain, like Mac, you say this, you have to get a certain level of fuck it where it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for what I know, and I'm gonna figure rest out, either in the air or in the midst of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's that self-confidence thing. Is like, look, either you gonna believe that you've prepared yourself enough, or God got your back to where you're not gonna fail.
You know what? And the brother we got backstage,
come on,
attest to this, because this brother, we shared this video before about leaping. We know this brother is talented. He has a lot of professions under his belt, and he leaped.
Yep.
And instead of going down, the brother been soaring ever since. And we were talking about none other than Eddie Wright from Eddie Wright Barbecue. The barbecue. Is he falls? Eddie Wright. It is you.
My bad, bro. Hold on, man. Y'all gotta give me a minute.
Oh, hell.
I'm cooking. Nah, y'all good. I'm just cooking dope right now.
Oh, okay.
That's but good. I'm listening. So just like I got the last couple ingredients I got to do real quick. So just keep talking and give me a second.
Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody out there in Nightcap Knowledge Land. Welcome to the cookout session of the show. I am your host, Eddie Wright, and I am here accompanying my awesome brothers, DJ George Chuck and my guy Mac. Oh man, the screen flip was awesome. I was
trying a different setup.
It's all good. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me here. I'm just kind of
like this.
Keep talking. I'm listening, but I gotta kind of put spoon in the thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Crack like this. Make like this. Make crack like this.
Look, man, my house is a chemistry lab at this point in my life, and it's just like, this is so weird. But you know, hey, fuck it.
So again, that's what we just got finished saying. You gotta have a certain level of saying, like, fuck it, to try it anyway or whatever.
But it's like,
say, don't do
it. It's for me at this point. It's like, even as I try to stretch my legs even further, like now I'm trying to get my rub labeled, packaged, and everything else. Calling companies. Nobody's calling me back, and the only company I got to call me back was in Memphis. It's like, I'm not gonna beg you to take my money. I'm not. I will sit here on my downtime on stupid rain days like tomorrow, and I will mix and make whatever I can make, and just sell it until that time comes along. But you have people and companies out here that not necessarily will roadblock you, but they won't take you as serious as you feel like you should be took. And at that point in time, you just got to go to Amazon and start buying stuff and just get to work.
Exactly. And
you see this water right here?
Yep.
That brother, he's on Amazon, and every night, every week, we pushing him. Hey.
And buddy, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I know how to support my friends and rub they rub on my meat at the house.
All it takes is a little bit, cuz.
Flag. Pause.
Hold up.
We got a soundboard now. That's
right. I'm waiting on Janae's comment. I'm waiting on a face emoji or something. Don't let me down, Janae. Don't let me down.
Oh my God. All right.
So, but the thing is, man, it's supporting each other like other cultures do. And we talk about jumping and whatever your business is, that's what you do. You know, and that's what we support. And yeah, that's what we support. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, talk about Eddie Wright. You know, today, you know, we did part of the recovery for Goodman, Mississippi, and sent a half pan up last week of some of his food.
Yeah,
Foreman came up, but he had the best reason not to come in the world today.
Yeah,
his mama needed him to do something. That's all you need. Okay, yeah, but he sent the food anyway.
Oh
yeah,
and
them folks like, these are the best ribs I've ever had. Oh my God. What can I get this from?
4 o'clock in the morning wake up call. Nobody outside but me, the son, and Jesus.
Come on,
cooking.
Hey, that's that leaping we talk about, that confidence over fear, because you are working to perfect your craft.
Yeah, and it's just reliability, man. I don't think anybody else would have did something like that. It was like, hey, man, I just can't do it. I can call you somebody that can. Yeah. But, you know, you lose a little sleep for a good reason. And, you know, in the long term and in the long run, it'll pay off. Like it's I'm up anyway at 6, so it's 2 hours early. So, you know.
You made a lot of folks happy today.
I'm glad that I did, man. You know, I'm glad that I did.
I ever get a chance to see you. They were happy because you want to provide something that's a quality and of substance to folks, especially when they're in need, and not just giving them something. And they really enjoyed it. You know, of course, we had some angry folks because the cabbage ran out. They was on the cabbage. The cabbage ran out. They were like,
man, look. Smoked cabbage is just it's just like it is the thing to have at your cookout. I'm going ahead and stamping that. If you don't have smoked cabbage at your cookout, you're doing something extremely wrong to the people who are attending.
I'm gonna start my grill back up. You know, my grill literally has cobwebs, and I have not used my grill in about 3 years.
We had spicy chipotle chicken tacos tonight. My grill ain't got no cobweb, buddy.
I know. I'm talking about. You've been rolling. Again, we talked about inspiring. Listen, we perfected the cold weather barbecue, Eddie. We were grill. It was like the wind blowing. Oh, okay. Let's go fire the grill up. You know,
I'm talking about.
It ain't cold down here.
You know,
not around those fires. And it was just strange. That was one of the strangest things for me. Is just simply getting an understanding that people would like to have barbecue year round. I was so traditional in thinking that it was more of a spring, summer, and early fall type thing. Mm-hmm. No, it's a year-round thing if you can serve it and you can brave the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, in the fall, winter, you'll do better because less people are doing it. It's not as common. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you offering it year-round, I can go get barbecue from here year-round. Oh, okay. Yay, that's what I'm going to do. And I think. Yeah, so I mean, I just have been grilling, man. You know, part of it is having time.
Yeah,
you know, is having time to get out there and grill. I mean, prime example, something that we talk about knowing how to do. I've been wanting to make blue juice since March of 2020, and I actually have the ingredients I need. And I've been saying I'm going to make it for the last. It's been like the last 4 months. And everything in the garage. I just hadn't made it yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you want to do certain things. Say, let me see if I still got it. I ain't got no reason to make blue juice. But I'm like, let me make this blue juice to see if I still can mix up a good concoction. You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, because you're working on your craft. And as we go to different things, we're talking about confidence over fear, Eddie, and about leaping. And I said, well, we know this brother talk about leaping. He knows about, he know about this. And you had your naysayers around you, and you had your folks like, oh, what you gonna do? Why you gonna do that? You're gonna do that, and you're gonna do this. And you had the folks around you say, hey man, you can do this shit.
Yeah.
You can do this shit.
I don't think I had, and it's strange, I hate to even say it, I don't think I had a naysayer that said, hey, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
When it
That's
came
good.
down to this particular one, it was really weird because traditionally, like you said, there are those, you've got the both sides of the field. And it's like with this, it was like, hey man, keep going, do this, do that. And it was just like, it was so organic. And when you have, and I'm pretty much both of you gentlemen can speak to this, when you have the outreach of social media that we have built up over the past 10 to 15 years in the entertainment industry in Mississippi, it makes transitioning to newer things just that easier when you have a brand that's solidified and you have a persona that is solidified. And that's one thing I was told. When they see me and they see my name on something, they know two things. It's going to be done correctly, and it's going to be good. And that means miles, because that's basically what I built my brand off of all of this time.
Yeah.
Solid work, consistent, and just quality.
That means a lot, man. Product and customer service, consistency.
Yeah.
Just, and most of all, like I say, doing what you say you're gonna do when you say you're gonna do it.
Exactly.
So what I'm looking at right now, we need to do.
And for the record, Mac, somebody said they still waiting on that juice. You ain't made
Yeah. It's been. I got you. I was just going to say now. Larry used to do, what was it called? The Untitled Party, which was like the appreciation. He showed everybody.
Untitled 48.
So you're right. We probably at 48 by now. I think
Untitled.
I'm looking at whenever Chuck is available, Eddie.
Barbecue beer garden.
We find us a parking lot.
Yeah. I already been a thought like that. And
he DJ, you grill, and
barbecue beer bar. Barbecue and beer go together all the time. Throw some music into it. It's just a vibe. That, along with my second year anniversary, is June 1st, and I will be planning an event to do at the Renaissance Room at Johnny T's, and we are probably going to be doing the first ever barbecue buffet in Central Mississippi. That's gonna be awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's going to be a good time. Don't eat the whole weekend. Come ready to eat, because we are going to cook some food.
And you saying that's like June?
Yeah, June.
No, June, July. Just calendar look in a good way. It looks like boo boo. Yeah, there's no room for that.
Oh man, I hate you gonna miss it, man. Yeah. We'll do a lot of videos so you can most definitely see.
That's why I said we had to find a time when all three of us. I don't know when they're gonna be.
We'll figure it out after the show
season. But I'm saying we could do something like that where we offer that service to folks that have been supporting us over the years. Where we can do the juice in the bar, you got the food, and we got the music, and we just create that type of environment and that networking. So we're going back all the way from what was it, MySpace parties and Twitter Tuesdays.
Tuesday, buddy.
I
say Twitter Tuesday. I was thinking about that. I literally thought about it today. Like,
what as it was? It was
Twitter Tuesday. We did Workplay Monday.
Monday. MySpace. It was what?
No, we ain't doing no MySpace. We went.
Not us. I'm saying, what's the name did MySpace party? Claude and James and all them did it.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought that MySpace.
I'm trying to think about other things that was going on around that time. It was a lot of stuff that was happening.
Nothing tops Twitter Tuesday, buddy. I'm just.
Oh yeah. Ole.
Good times, man. Good times.
Twitter Tuesday had enough legs to make it around. Like Twitter Tuesday went from Sal and Mookie's Pie Lounge to Free Lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you went from 10 seats at the bar and like 4 top tables.
And the story with Sal and Mookie was, it was like politely asking, can you move your event because the young ninjas were overtaking the restaurant.
Hey,
it
man.
was just that packed, and they were coming and spending money now. But it was just the regular crowd was like, "What is happening here? Why is there so many people in the parking lot?" It was just that crazy.
And the thing is, shout out to Jeff Good. Jeff was like, "Look, man, like the bar has been doing
right, right."
He invited.
Oh, man.
He was like, "Look, George, Chuck, can I call you Chuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." He's like, "Man, like my Tuesday bar is the numbers are amazing, but it's infringing on the family environment." I was like, "Look, man, I get it. I get it." I was like, the patio and the bar is really, really dope, but just give us like one more Tuesday and we'll find another spot.
We'll be out of here.
But man, just think about when you used to come in and then you write your name on the board like you're checking in, and then like your followers would go because everybody would come in and like, "Oh, I ain't following them," and then you get all your Twitter numbers up, and then remember Twitter After Dark?
Yeah,
man. I never participated in Twitter After Dark, but like you had all of these sub things
that started to grow out of one thing. Yeah, out of one thing. Matter of fact, and the crazy thing about it, Yard Boy started off with Chuck DJing, and we started adding a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
Then we start, and now it's a full event company with other companies that have grown from that. Like the design.
What you drinking there, brother? I didn't bring nothing to the party.
What's that?
I got a Jack Honey.
Oh yeah, I got Jack Honey. Where's your drink, Eddie? Come on, man. Come on. What is that? No, we don't want that.
It's the rub.
No to dope. No, we don't want none of that. Dope. We don't want none of that. We don't want to see you over there in the corner.
Hey, look, bro, this paprika got my whole nose. Paprika garlic, I'm over here just nose running.
I see it, man. But man, we just happy to share and to inspire people about confidence over fear, not letting people distract you, working on your craft, doing the things you know you need to do to be the best at what you know how to do already, even if you need some practice or need to do some things differently. So we want to inspire folks. As we shift gears into talking about what we've been doing, today we started talking about that for the recovery. We had Edwards got hit hard with tornado. We had Mississippi State, had parts of Lauderdale County, and Holmes County got hit hard. Goodman and Pickens, power was lost in the other parts of the county. But we just thankful for all those who volunteered. Definitely all those who work in utility, energy, power, whatever you want to call it, have been working. They worked all throughout the nights to get power back on for people that had lost it. And
just for another storm to come through tomorrow.
Yes. And that's one of the things that one of the gentlemen said today. He said, "I thank y'all for this, but I don't know if we can take much more. I don't know what we're gonna do." We know why people are literally like right now, folks are riding down the street. "Hey, can you help me?" We had a young lady that came that she's senior, she lived by herself. She needed 3 tarps, and she said, "I gotta wait on my grandson and trying to get these tarps put on." They are trying to do what they can before the storm come tomorrow, and the wind was high today. I'm talking about pulling stuff.
Rough.
It was a wind advisory here on the coast, so I can only imagine what it was like, up that way.
Oh, we were chasing shit all day. I'm talking about as soon as you put something on the table, just and we like, man, and so what we saying, I said just like in Holmes County, if Goodman is affected and everybody else is okay, it's our responsibility to go help Goodman. And in Hinds County, if Edwards was affected and everybody else is okay, it's our job to go help them. You know, and we talk about this. I said, well, we cannot beat this drum enough about preparation. It's not if a storm or if this happens, it's when it happens. And I said, for everybody, and they asked, well, what do you advise people from last week? I asked everybody that suffered last week, what didn't you have that you needed? Get it this time. I said, watch the news. Don't talk about, it's not a damn entertainment show. The news ain't gonna be happy-go-lucky and and dramatic like you want to be all the time. It's there to help you be prepared and to teach you and tell you what's going on. Download the app, whatever you got to do, but you should know what's happening. You need to know. You need to know what you're going to do and how to prepare, because it's bigger than just, oh, it's raining outside, we can't go do something fun. No, it's severe weather coming. You need to know how to properly prepare. You need to know if you need to send your children to school that day, or you need to say, you know what, we're going to just stay at home.
Yep.
And
also, for those who are listening, Eddie Wright Barbecue will be closed tomorrow. We are not putting our trailer into that mix-up of high winds because
hell no,
our equipment is important, and that's all we got right now.
And that trailer will flip the shit out that truck.
Yeah. I've had, I think, the last really bad windstorm that came through. I was getting off on Industrial, and it caught the trailer on the back end and like shifted it with the truck about 3 feet to the right. I was like, I'm not gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna stop right here and get under this overpass. And I sat there. Like it's a different type of game when you're pulling weight and Mother Nature starts to take action. Like you're at the mercy of her.
Yep,
I know.
Yeah, and listen, this shit ain't no joke when you're in a box truck either. With that damn, when that wind just hitting out that wind, just you just like, well, all right, okay, all right, I got you. Let me slow down in this curve.
Look. So, shout out to Janae checking in. I see our friend Corey out there too.
Oh, Janae said, "Dang, she wanted some wings."
Yeah,
you better go over to what is that, Marshall Street?
Now, I'm gonna tell you this, and I know this kind of jumping subjects, but we had some wings from Dickie's that was surprisingly good. Dickie's
barbecue.
Yeah, Dickie's barbecue. Like we had wings Saturday. Yeah, that was Saturday. Yeah, and I was like, man, these were pretty good. I'm like, man, if I need some good little wings, and I don't feel like driving out for us. Either you're gonna make them at the house, or you're gonna drive somewhere to go get them. Because Gulfport just don't have a wing spot.
Yeah,
like a Village Kitchen or something like that. That's
really?
Food truck scene. You got to be in Biloxi, or you either have to be like at one of the food truck roundups. You ain't got like the Eddie Wrights that have a steady location where I'm gonna be here on this day and.
Okay.
Coming to a spot near you
in the Gulf area. We don't have that. Like they got it in the Ocean Springs. Biloxi has a little bit of it.
You got the shed out that way too, though, and they're pretty good.
Shed in Gulfport. The shed is only in Ocean Springs.
Right.
Murky Waters is in downtown Gulfport, but for me, downtown Gulfport, that's a 30-minute drive.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in the county.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, it might be quicker for me to get to Wiggins, or it's damn near the same. Like I could get to the Perk campus of Mississippi Gulf Coast in the same time that I could probably get to downtown Gulfport, and that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we talk about wings and barbecue and weather. We want to definitely remind people. I don't know if Chuck still got the information. Our friend and Eddie's fellow grill master, Barbecue Pat. He's still in recovery. Out. Cleaning up spots, but he lost his house last week. Last week in the tornado. So pretty much everything's a total loss. Been trying to salvage what he can. It flipped his damn grill and broke the little fluke things off the top, off the stacks.
Oh, the stacks, smoke stacks.
Yeah, he was like that. That was a powerful win. So, we just continue to ask folks to support. Of course, your prayers, but also and personally check on him. Just continue to give him input. You leave work, you leave to go to work, and then you get a phone call to say the tornado hit your house, and you come back, you don't see nothing. You just got the frame, the roof gone, everything is, saturated and destroyed. So, and he was just getting ready to, as Eddie said, he get ready to gear up for the season. You got stuff in your freezers, food that, getting ready. You ready to start taking these orders and everything has been changed. So the game has been changed. So I can tell people and we know it's different, man. It's different when it's one of your circles or one of your family. And,
right.
that guy usually be out there with us helping us serve folks. So definitely want to continue to look out for brother Pat, barbecue Pat.
Link, man. I know.
You mean resend it to you?
Yeah, resend it to me right quick so I can throw it up in, or you can post it in the comments as well.
Yeah.
But for those of you that are just checking in with us, we're if you know people that are in Holmes County area, and of course with the type of weather that we have coming in, the impending weather that we have on its way tomorrow. If you know folks and you want to connect them with us, you can go to msmove.org. So MississippiMove.org. There's a phone number there, and then you can basically tap us, let us know where people are. You can sign up for our email alerts where you can get the type of preparation things if you are interested in volunteering, which is what Eddie does with us. We pay him to cook some food. Sometimes he donates some food because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we take care of our people, and our people have what they need when they need it most. And that type of goodwill that we put out, we just want folks to pay it forward. And if you find yourself in a situation, for instance, which is where Pat is, barbecue Pat, number smoke. And we pray that we never end up in those situations. But at the end of the day, you want to walk and do and be a blessing, so that you can inspire somebody else to be a blessing for somebody else. So, if you want to do that type of stuff, that's what Mississippi Move is about. We're about moving Mississippi forward. Our gas no break. And at the end of the day, it's a blessing to be a blessing. And that's what my daddy would say.
Check y'all got it made, Chuck.
Got it.
So it's and we are we have good times and laughter and fun, but it's also great to be able to serve, because when you serve, majority of the time you have enough to take care of you and yours. But you just think about that situation where it could be you. It's a true blessing to be able to be the person giving the plate than receiving the plate, right? And I definitely want folks to think about that. So check out Barbecue Pat, trying to help this brother do what we can. He's been constantly working every day, cleaning up debris, trees down, everything. He's working every day from sun up to sundown. Trying to get the site of his house. Now we still ain't got nowhere. We ain't nowhere near having a conversation about rebuilding or coming up. We still just in cleanup mode. We still in that type of mode, and it's about everything is high. Everything is very expensive right now. So you need all the help and assistance you can get. So check on Barbecue Pat. Check on others. There were some other folks in there that lost their home also. 2 other people I know that he spoke of. So definitely check with them. I know the GoFundMe is moving. We got to get this thing moving, man. We got we both waste money on different stuff, and I'm just saying let's help somebody. This is someone that lost a home and in need of support. So we want to make sure, because again, we hope that nobody has to go through this, but you never know. And what would you want someone to do for you? I know I done carried and loaded enough cases of water in these last few days, buddy. And it just seeing the people that were just happy to know that, to be able to receive those things. We gave out flashlights, gave out the lighters for like candles. We gave out tarps for those who needed, hygiene bags. We gave out the hygiene bags, water, cases of water, and food. But also we had one of the supervisors on hand. Supervisor Johnson, Beat 4, Holmes County, was there talking to folks and try to figure out what can we do and what they need, and they were actually got on board and called the other supervisor, and they were going to assist the young lady, and I'm saying young lady, to get her roof together, to get her properly prepared before the storm hit. So that's all we can do, man. That's all we can do is continue to work together and try to prepare. If we know, hey, while we spending money, shit, if Mississippi get hit, Go get you a generator. Go get you some flashlights. Buy you some boots. Buy you some stuff. I guarantee this is Mississippi. If you don't, you're gonna use those things a couple times a year.
Show up.
You're gonna need them. So you might not wear them every day, all the time, but you're gonna need them a few times out of the year, and it definitely isn't. I don't care if you don't use it but one time a year, but if it keeps you from sitting in the dark for 24 hours to 48 hours, it's worth it.
Yep,
it's worth it.
And now is the time to prepare for hurricane season for all my people on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Get you a generator now.
Nah.
Do not wait until the week of a bad storm. Stop doing that.
Stop going to the grocery store when the storm's supposed to hit a few hours. Stop running to it. It's so packed. Ain't nothing on the shelf. It's non-perishable items. So that means you can buy the shit when the sun is shining. And it's going to last.
I swear it ain't going to go bad.
Just put it up. But don't eat it. You got to have some stuff that you're going to save for hard times, and then switch it out, and don't keep it forever, but, switch it out, buy some stuff. But you got to have that type of thinking. And now you hear a lot when people that think like that, people make the comment about being like old folks. But old folks live to be old for a reason, so let's learn from them. It's not old, it's having sense, and they use common sense practicality of what they need to do. If it's raining all week and I know I got to be out in the rain, I might need to go buy a raincoat. It just makes sense. Do I need to put on nice shoes and it's raining all week, or I might need to buy me some work boots or some rubber boots, something that I don't worry about my feet getting wet. Everything ain't about fashion. Again, going back to having that certain level of fuck it, where I don't give a damn what you say about me. I know what I need to put on my feet or my body, or to have it at my house, or where, to make sure that we are going to be taken care of. And that's about having that confidence.
Yep. Preparation. There's confidence in
preparation. We got noodles, dry milk, canned goods, canned meat. That's what I'm talking about.
Bruh. The trailer stay stocked with water, and you got and here's the other part about it. Like, even with, like, we're now living in the COVID time, so no longer will I have to scramble to go and look for Clorox wipes and disinfectant and Microban and Lysol, all of those things, that hand sanitizer, all of that stuff, man. It's like, now, you've become more clean or cleaner than you were previously.
You should have.
Right. At the very least, you should have. But two, you want to have those things that in the event that, things have to shut down again, which it probably will, you're not going to have to just go and run out and go look for all of these things that, other folks, even if we had prepared a little bit, like, you're going to use one Clorox bottle, you might need to have two on standby.
Yeah.
You got one Lysol bottle, you might need to have 4 on standby, because Lysol is going to be something that you're going to use more frequently than, bleach and Clorox. Like, you use that, either weekly or monthly or bi-weekly, something like that. But, Lysol, you got little dudes like I got, you need to spray down every day.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's starting up here already. I hear the wind outside. If I keep moving, I got this tree right here. But we're going to drop the flyer too of things to do to prepare. We're going to post that tonight and tomorrow. But we just want folks to be prepared, man. We want folks to be prepared, take this thing seriously. And I always talk about education over entertainment. We are so stuck on being entertained and want to laugh that we are not educating ourselves on the things we need to know to live by. Instead, you only know most people only know what they're taught. So if you didn't grow up in a household around somebody that taught you to do these things, it's like, this is what we do, most people don't grab it. I grew up like, hey, you can sleep, you got your clothes. Hell, if the weather was bad, we didn't go to bed. My uncle, they stayed up, and wanted to make sure that everything was okay. in case we need to make your evacuation. They were ready. And hell, the time that he did go to sleep, and when our neighborhood flooded in 1997, the damn chairs floating down the damn street. You know, and after that, I've been in the flood. Out of the sea, whole neighborhood, our whole house wiped out. And then when you hear it, you're like, okay, I need to be prepared. How many times will something happen to you before you say, you know what, I need some shit here just in case this happens again? I need to be properly prepared. I got plenty of flashlight and gloves. I'm gonna be all right, and then definitely make sure that you have the equipment and tools you need, but also health-wise, first aid kits.
Yep.
You need first aid kits. You need all the
stuff to ours.
And as I'm getting out on my training hat, every time you take something out your kit, you need to make sure you remind yourself to replace it.
Yep.
Because when you need the shit, it ain't there, then you're gonna be upset.
You're gonna be looking crazy.
Yep. And you need it. So we got a few more minutes. Hey, everybody prepare. If you share this with some other folks right now, make sure they're preparing, getting ready for the storm. We don't know what's going to happen. Make sure they have things that they need, clothing, whatever else they need in the house. Also medication, make sure you keep that on deck. Don't wait. Make sure you get everything that you need in your house. Right now we got about another 8 minutes left in the show. Got a couple things we want to switch gears with. Eddie Wright, tell us some of the things that are going on with you, sir. I know you're still in the lab. You got tears coming down because you're not because you're crying and upset. It's because you're working hard. There you go. What else you got going on, man?
Right,
I think I spoke about the upcoming celebration for the business. We've got that going on. We've got competition season about to start ramping up. We'll be getting on the competition circuit, getting extremely busy. Hopefully, bringing home some trophies, and some cash. We're continuing to building relationships. We've brought on 2 more sponsors. We are now about to be sponsored by the Meat Stick, which is a grilling app and device that novices to pros can use to cook proteins efficiently with a built-in app. Really awesome. We've also partnered with Grillaholics, an online grill accessory store. Really awesome. Brand ambassador for who else? Smoking in the Bandits Barbecue, one of our rub sponsors. Mississippi Meat Mafia, one of our rub sponsors. I can't take any more support because I have an obligation to these brands to be able to, 1, continue to do my content, 2, do content for them as well. So it's like I've maxed out. This is something I never would have saw coming.
That's beautiful.
And again, this is in under 5 years. I have these associations and these partnerships with brands, and they see what we're doing. Shouts out to the Black Smoke Collective, a group of guys who we all are content creators on YouTube, TikTok, and other social media platforms. We're basically banding together to do something like Nightcap Knowledge, but just talk about barbecue amongst the urban and the Black and brown community.
Yeah.
And how awesome it is to us and how good it's been to us. It's not necessarily, not saying that we own barbecue, but we have a bigger presence in barbecue that is not talked about enough. Yeah. Shouts out to Dr. Conyers and the Kingsford Association. They've done a great thing with the Preserve the Pit program, which is highlighting African-American pitmasters across the Southeast and literally the United States. Like, man, it's just there's so much of a huge story to tell about African-American barbecue that has not completely been told. And I'm just kind of glad to be on the cusp of helping tell that story and have a part of the history. Like, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm totally oblivious, but growing up and even up to now, hell, when I think about barbecue, I don't ever think about nothing but Black folk. I mean, I really don't think about white folk barbecue. I think, what was it, Sonny's? One of the places where I was like, it was terrible to me. It's you could tell when it was a different cook in the kitchen. I would put it like that. Right. You could tell when Jim was in the kitchen and somebody else would. It's like so you could tell. You could tell. Shut up, Chuck.
But we've got a lot going on, man. We also just got an invitation to go to on a TV show that's being filmed at the East Center at Jackson State, and hopefully that's going to build into something a lot more robust. Shouts out to Chef Tina for the plug and the referral, because she essentially dropped my name in the hat and was like, "Hey, I think you should give this guy a call, and just sent them links. And literally midnight last night, I got an invite like, hey man, we want to have you on the show. I'm like, okay, this thing is kind of tracking up really fast, but you know, I'm here for the ride. I feel like I'm ready for it. I've done my undergrad work of Food Network. We're now approaching our master series, Food Network 102. So when you turn that camera on, or when I continue to turn my GoPro on, or my Galaxy S22 or my Canon 7D, like I'm continually do it like I'm ready for prime time, whether it comes or not.
Yeah.
That's
it, man.
You practice like you perform.
You know what I'm saying?
And so
practice like you perform.
You get ready. That hey, I don't care who you doing it for. You set up, and even now when we do our setups for bars, like I don't care how big the crowd is, we bring it out. Everything is setting up, and I'm like, damn, you know, you're doing something different, you know, with TV monitors, and we're working on some stuff. It's like this. Oh, this is with a bar, right? Because we don't want you, when you think about a bar, we want you to think about us, because we do something different than everybody else.
All right, Charles Holmes, I see your finger.
Shout out to Dr. Charles Holmes.
Shout out to Charles Holmes, man. OYE, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us in Nightcap Knowledge. As always, we got to make sure that you know what we got going on. Mac, you said something about what Eddie had going on. What do you have going on, sir? Where are you headed next?
So we are working on Eddie. Hey, good. Glad you're here, sir. So we are needing to go to the next spot will be Edwards. And I got to get back with Pat, looking at doing that maybe Sunday if possible, to go do something similar there, provide some food to the people and some merchandise. Okay. Eddie, if you're not there, if you're not able.
I'll see. I was actually accepted a possibility for a church event Sunday, but I'm waiting for confirmation. If they don't confirm, then yeah, I most definitely love to help a brother in smoke get some relief, man. Yeah, so we can whatever I could do.
We can do some food, brother. But we got a lot going on, man. We actually the spring is coming, and you're about to see everything turn green. So we're gonna start posting some stuff.
Pollen.
In more than one ways than one. We're gonna start posting some stuff about that's coming up. So look for our pages, me and Chuck pages. You're gonna see us drop some flyers tomorrow, some events that's coming up for April. We want people to be properly prepared and ready. Man, it look like you are a whole chemist.
The rub is coming soon. Well, the rub is here, but we'll be commercially packaged soon. If not, I'm just gonna continue to crank out these bottles, because as you can see,
man, crank out the bottom, put a label on that thing, keep going.
I'm saying? Like, I got the printer, like I'm just gonna print it out, and just we just gonna keep it going. As soon as Chuck finish my one sheet, like I'm walking into these stores, like, hey, how you doing? This is
I'm gonna knock that out. I sure have forgot about it till you just said so.
What? I felt like you did. That's why I said
it. That's my bad. Because if I don't, I know we talked about it. If I don't write it down,
it ain't happening. Look, it ain't happening. So, but yeah, we got a lot going on, man. And we get ready to get into voter registration. So we're doing it at every event, voter registration, to make sure that people understand elections have consequences. And you make sure you register and vote. Register to vote where you live. Vote where you live.
Come on.
And be an educated voter. Know the capacity of the position that the person is running for. Know the capacity of the person that's running for the position.
And don't just vote on emotions, please.
Don't just vote on popularity. You don't have to like everybody. But as I stated before, and I understand politics and how it works, it was created for the most ignorant, no education having ass white man to be able to run for public office and win as long as he had land. That's how the process was set up.
Yep.
And that's how it's continued to go on. Oh my goodness, who is that in the thing? Oh my goodness, the world famous Mr. Adams.
Jonah.
He said, vote for me.
Vote for Pedro. Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro. Yeah. So yeah, we want people to make sure they do that, because hey, the people that in situations like this, they are the people that either are going to be responding to you in a natural disaster, or they appoint the people that will respond to you in a natural disaster. So all these things that we see, they either elected or appointed. Either way, it's connected to somebody that's elected. So make good choices, be educated, and vote. Make sure you get out and vote as we continue to work hard to move Mississippi forward. All gas, no brakes.
And speaking of moving Mississippi forward, we want to invite you guys to Mississippi's greatest weekend, May 27th through the 29th, Memorial Day weekend here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We got Mississippi Move in the mix for all of this. The events and activities will benefit Mississippi Move. We got the Mix and Mingle, the golf tournament, Party with a Purpose, and a brunch. You see all the sponsors. You can catch more information about Mississippi's greatest weekend, Mississippi Greek Weekend, at msgw.online. And you can follow the hashtag on all of your social media platforms. It's MSGW 2022. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, checking in with us. And you know what time it is.
Why was I not invited to come to
Man,
some food truck stuff down there?
Your ass was invited. You was like the first one. Now I'm gonna tell you this though. We were trying to do the barbecue thing.
Mm-hmm. What had happened was,
ask your friend.
Yeah, who?
Nasty show.
Oh no!
Under the bus.
Oh, man.
Watch him pop in the comment. Watch him pop in the comment. Be like,
Nightcap Knowledge, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Central.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to better money.
Joe Nash said he wasn't invited.
Jonas, whatever. Hey, y'all go look at Joe Nash's profile picture. It's very politician-y.
Come get these rubs.
How much rubs going for, Eddie?
How much rub?
$10.
$10 rub. $10.
$10 make you holla.
Oh, we'll see y'all next week.